Hi students, good morning. In AI, unit number 5, probabilistic reasoning. In this unit 5, previous video, I will start the first topic, probability and bias theorem. Then I will explain the second topic, certainty factor and rule-based system. Now today I will start the third topic, Bayesian networks. Okay. In this topic, first the basic introduction is given, then one example is given, and from that example we can learn the Bayesian networks. Okay. Bayesian network is an alternative approach to what we did in the previous section. Okay, in previous section we can use some alternative approach, means we can take one system and in this system we use one approach, and if this approach is not work correctly, then we can use the another approach. Okay, so here we can use the alternative in the Bayesian network. Now the idea is to describe the real world. It is not necessary to use a huge joint probability table in which we list the probabilities of all combinations. Here we can take one idea in the real world. Okay, and here it is not necessary to use the joint probability tables, means we can take two tables and perform the joint operation. Okay, and then we can combine that tables, because most events are independent of each other. There is no need to consider the interactions between them, and here we can find out the events. Events are independent, means they are not dependent on other. So here we will consider the interaction between them. Okay, all events are independent, so we can consider the interaction between that events. Now we will use a more local representation in which we will describe cluster of events that interact. Now here we can use the local representation, means we can take one example and represent all the elements. Okay, and here we can use the cluster concept. In cluster we all are know that some events are present in one cluster and another events which are not present in the cluster, that are known as outer events. Okay, so here we can consider an example. In example we can take sprinkler, rain and wet. Okay, so here we can take the S as a sprinkler was on last night, W grass is wet, and R it rained last night. Okay, so these three are short forms, S, W and R. Now we can consider the example. In the example, first we can take the sprinkler. Okay, then we can take the weight and then we can take the rain. And second possibility, rainy season. In rainy season, the sprinklers was generated and rain is coming so the grass can wait. Okay, so we can take the example. Now there are two different ways that propositions can influence the likelihood of each other. Now the first proposition is the first the causes influence to the likelihood of their symptoms. The second is that observing a symptoms affects the likelihood of all its possible causes. Now we can take the first causes, and in these causes we can take the influence to the likelihood of their symptoms. Means if we can find out some symptoms of fever, then we are go to hospital and meet the doctor and take some medicines. Okay, so here this concept is considered. Second is that observing a symptom affects the likelihood of all its possible causes. And now we can observe the symptoms and how they affect, and here we can find out all the possible causes. Okay, so these two are different ways of propositions. Now the main idea behind the Bayesian network structure is to make a clear distinction between these two kinds of influence. We can make the clear distinction means clear concept, what the system meaning. Okay, and here we can make some structure and then we can find out the influences. Okay, now the graph in the above figure is known as DAG, directed acyclic graph. Now we can use the short form of DAG for the directed acyclic graph, and that represents the causality relationship among the variables. Okay, here in the diagram we can show that sprinkler, weight and rain. We can connect all the attributes. Okay, so here the direction is given. Okay, we can start with the sprinkler and then we can connect this sprinkler with the weight, and then weight is connected with the rain. So this is the direction. Here direction is given. So this graph is known as directed acyclic graph, and that represents the relationship between different variables. Now we need more information. In particular, we need to know for each value of a parent node, the evidence is provided about the values that the child node can take on. Now we can get the more information, and for that information we can take some knowledge, and we can take the parent node, and from the parent node it is connected with the child node. Okay, here we can take the rainy season as a parent node and its childs are sprinkler and rain. Okay, now we create a probability table for that. we can find out all the possibilities or probability. And when the most genuine reasoning does not seem true, then we need to use an undirected graph in which the arcs can be used to transmit probabilities in either direction depending upon where the evidence came from. Now we can take the genuine reasoning, okay, and we can say that the graph is undirected graph. So the direction is not given in the undirected graph, okay, and then we can transmit the probability by using the direction, and the variable is depending upon the evidence came from. What is the evidence is present, and we can use that evidence and find out the probability. Now we have to ensure that there is no cycle that exists between the evidence, and here we can find out the connectivity. Cycle connection means we can start with the one node and we can reach at the another node, okay. This process is known as cyclic process. And when we can get the result, we can stop the process. Now the three algorithms are available for doing these computations, okay. We can use these three different algorithms. First is a message passing method, second is Clyde's triangular method, and third is variety of stochastic algorithm, okay. Now we can start with the first message passing method. So the message passing approach is based on the observation that to compute the probability of a node A given what is known about other nodes in the network. We can take one node capital A, and then we can find out the another node which are connected with this node, and then we can find out the probability, okay, in the network. And it is necessary to know three things. First is a total support arriving at capital A from its parents. Second is a total support arriving at capital A from its children. We can find out the answer: parents node, then child node, and what is the distance or answer, okay. We can find out all things. And third is the entry in the fixed condition probability matrix that relates A to its QCs. And then we can fix one condition, and then we can find out the probability matrix, and we can find out all the QCs, okay. This is the first message passing method. Now second is Clyde's triangular method, okay. In this method, the explicit arcs are introduced between pairs of nodes that share a common descendant. In this method, we can use the pair of node, okay. One single node is not used, and then we can make one structure. So this method is known as Clyde's triangulation method. Now third method is stochastic algorithm or randomized algorithm. For the word randomized, we can say that here we can take some random node and find out the correct result. Okay, so the idea is to select a given node probabilistically from most of the other nodes in the network, and this algorithm runs faster but may not give correct result. Here we can find out all node probabilities. Okay, and then we can take another node in the same network, and in this algorithm we can get the result, but this result is not correct. Okay, so this is the third algorithm, stochastic algorithm or randomized algorithm. So here our first topic, dumb Bayesian network, is completed. In this topic, first I will explain the basic introduction, then we will take one example, and the example explanation is given, and here we can use the three algorithms for computations: a message passing method, the Clyde's triangulation method, and a variety of stochastic algorithm. Okay, now in the next lecture I will start the Dempster-Shafer theory. Okay, thank you.